Okay, guys, we'll start. Good afternoon to everyone. Okay, we'll continue with the poisoning with the antidepressant drug. Before we'll move on, we'll give just revise what we have studied in the last class. See, we have understand the what are the antidepressant drugs and what is the poisoning associated with them. Okay, and we have understand what could be the most common age group people which are to be most affected on the this antidepressant drug, and we have seen the how this antidepressant drug will act or their mechanism of action, and why there is a more or increased number of chances which are associated with the this antidepressant drug, because they are easily available drug on the any of pharmacy shop, and we have understand what is the main reason to available it, like it is not like any other like preparation which will be a very limited availability and whatever the things we have. Okay, so this is what we have understand. See, again we'll revise quickly. We'll revise in that. See, there is the increase in number of depressed patient. Okay, you will find out at the age group, like you can consider 18 to 28 or 18 to 30 years of this particular age group people are, like you can take a one ratio, like if 100 people are there in that particular age group, like there will be chance like 60 to 65% of the people in that particular age group, they are depressed in any of manner or any of the situation. Either they are like for the career oriented or like financial oriented or any kind of oriented the situation make them the depressed. Okay, so this and we have seen that epidemiology study. Okay, like for our second point, like increase in the suicidal tendency among young adults. So we have seen that at the age group like 25 years of age group people, those who are taking this antidepressant drug, there is a thinking of like suicide. Okay, so they like there will be increased suicidal tendency, and we have seen the age group 26 to 64, there is no much but mild tendency will be there, and that above the age of 65 we have seen that people having the best effect of this antidepressant drug. Okay, and we have understand there is a easy availability of this antidepressant drug preparation, because as just now I have discussed, like there is a more common in that particular age group. So obviously they are commonly available to the all pharma stores and all those, and it is not like the preparation which are drug like for cancer or some of the like Ebola or kind of conditions. So it is a limited. Okay, so there is a easy availability, and they are like available in the various version. Like as you know, like nowadays many of older preparation of the same category, they are now coming as a sustainable extended release dosage form and all those things. So during that time, if the dose will be not tighter properly, so there will be a most or accumulation of that particular drug will be there into your body. Okay, so that accumulation of that particular drug may increase the toxicity. Okay, so this is what you need to again, as a clinical pharmacist, you need to tighter the dose and you have to justify like this much dose is required. Okay, and they are easily available to patient with suicidal tendency, and those people though are very severe, what you can say, severe depressed. Okay, so in that person, like they are mostly go for this kind of situation, like suicidal and all those things. Okay, and these are some of the preparation which will be used for the children and adults during their bed wetting because of the attractiveness of color, flavor, and all those things. Okay. Depression and antidepressant drug. Okay, so these are associated with alter biogenic amines. So we have seen what are the different neurotransmitter which are associated with this, and they are like as you guys have been answered in the last class, that during their 1 minute, what happened? Your friend not even. Okay, so during what will happen, there is a decrease in the dopamine level and increase in the serotonin, and all those things will be lead to the some of the alteration in the this neuroamine. So this is how they will mechanism of action for this particular drug, like MAO inhibitor. Okay, so this will be inhibit the metabolism of catecholamine. Okay, so, and then selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. So they will prevent the reuptake of serotonin. So this will as we discussed, like if excess level will be there, then serotonin toxicity will be there. So this will not allow this serotonin to again like accumulate, and again like you have the such as function in the kidney, like when kidney will be not reabsorbed, so some of the drug will again reuptake and the tubules, and then again further they will filter through. So this is the same like process. So here they will not allow the serotonin to reuptake. Okay, so this is how they will act. And tricyclic antidepressant prevent reuptake of noradrenaline from the brain and periphery. So as we have seen in the earlier units, like if there is a noradrenaline will be there, so there will be a like condition, like there will be increase in the blood flow and all those things. So and which will be like not so good for that thing. Okay, then we have seen that antidepressant drug. Okay, so in general they are prevent metabolism and elevate the level of neurotransmitter. So they are correcting this process. Okay, so within therapeutic dose, what will happen, they affect CVS like cardiovascular system, like there will be a change in the ECG. We have seen that there will be a QT prolongation in the ECG, and this may lead to the sudden cardiac arrest, all those things, and there will be a hypotension and atropine like effect. So these all are common adverse effects which are associated with this antidepressant drug. Okay, and larger dose may increase the tendency of suicide, and there will be a change in the thinking way. There will be a more confusion. Okay, so these all are the symptoms which are associated with the antidepressant drug. Okay. Then what are the sign and symptom of poisoning with this antidepressant drug? Okay, so we have seen that most of the cases, like this severe condition, they will deteriorate rapidly and progressive from no symptom to symptoms. Okay, which involve multiple organs, cardiotoxicity, convulsion, and all those things. Okay, so you can assume like, okay, so initially what will happen? you are taking this drug and you are not developing any kind of toxicity and all those things, so it may lead to the it is showing the same like it is showing that no symptoms in further. Okay, so on an average clinical symptom of toxicity manifests within 6 and 8 hours of ingestion. Okay, so initially you can see the symptom at the beginning of 6 to 8 hours, but the symptom can be severe after 4 to 12 hours of oral administration of drug. Okay, and there is a chance of morbidity and mortality due to the what we have seen in the first line in this slide, that involving multiple organ toxicity. So this is the one cause which may lead to the fatality. Okay, because earlier slide we have seen there will be a ECG alteration and hypotension will be there, so this may lead to the depression in the cardiac activity. Okay, and suddenly they may lead to the failure of respiration, and there will be a dyspnea like condition, and there will be also a metabolic acidosis, so the condition which will imbalance the alkali level and all the thing of electrolyte levels into your body. Okay, so these are the some of the symptoms which are associated with poisoning of antidepressant drug. Okay, so and then further symptom can be like convulsion and coma, which can worsen the symptom and increase difficulty to treat. Okay, so if symptom cannot be controllable, okay, like at initial stage, so this situation may lead to the further damage to the human being, like convulsion and coma like condition will be there. And as you guys know, like convulsion, okay, one stage you can control, okay, with the help of some of the anti-epileptic drug and all those things, but coma, as you guys know, like coma is a situation where you may not you assured like at what stage or when the people will overcome from this coma like condition, because all this depend upon the your brain now. So, okay, how they will function, and that will be that will show that recovery of the patient from the coma. So these are the some of the situation which make the person a very worse into a very worse condition. Okay, and there is a recovery in possible within 48 hours if immediately attend to restoring the vital signs. So as I just told that if there is an immediate uh, treatment will be given, then recovery will be there. But if no, if the symptom cannot be controllable at the time, so this situation may lead to the worsen kind of symptom. Okay, so we have seen that vital organ toxicity. So there could be a cardiac toxicity, respiratory toxicity. All these things can be further lead if the symptom cannot be controllable. So it initially start with the mild sedation. Okay, so like we are like like when antidepressant drug will be given, they make the person very calm, cool and relaxed. Okay, so if there is a mild, okay, but there is a immediate sedation will be there, so it may lead to the further severe symptom or severe poisoning, and it could be lead to the cardiovascular symptom, nothing but QT prolongation and hypotension. Okay, so within a short span of period of time. So these are the some of the symptoms which are associated with the poisoning with antidepressants. So what are the symptoms? Like there will be like initially what will happen, the person may lead to the there will be a vital organ toxicity, cardiovascular, respiratory. There is a ECG prolongation, QT prolongation, alteration in ECG. Okay, and there will be again morbidity and mortality associated with this kind of poisoning. There will be a convulsion and coma, which can again worsen the symptom, and there will be a recovery which can be possible within a 48 hour if the symptom or patient has been attended immediately. Okay, and it start with the sedation, cardiovascular symptom within a short period of time. Okay, so these are the some of the symptoms which are associated with poisoning with antibiotics. And then what are the specific symptoms, like we have seen in the two slide back, like okay, like atropine like effects. So what are the atropine like effects? That are nothing but anticholinergic symptom. Okay, so as you guys know, like what are the pharmacological action of this atropine on eye? So it may lead to the or any of body parts. So these are the having the symptom like xerostomia. So what is xerostomia? It is nothing but dry mouth. Okay, especially this xerostomia. Obviously, we are coming across these terms are commonly throughout the few chapters. So I thought just need to highlight this. Okay, so this xerostomia nothing but it is a condition which is also known as dry mouth, and these are not due to the any of underlying disease. Okay, so these are the, you just need to remember this is not associated with any kind of specific disease. Okay, it can be appear with any kind of like poisoning or any kind of overdoses of drug whenever. Okay, so this is the thing. Example include, see sometime what will happen if you are not drinking proper liquid. Okay, so that time also it may lead to the this kind of situation, dry mouth. Okay, and some people will have the habit or sleeping with the open mouth. Okay, so this time also this can be lead to the such condition. And the climate condition also make a very important part in this kind. Like whenever any people, okay, like those who are living in the like humidity or a very hot condition, so there if no water or no liquid consumption, again their dry mouth will be there. Okay, so this, and some of the time like drug like antidepressant, they have this kind of adverse effect. So this is what xerostomia. Okay, then what is mydriasis? Okay, so mydriasis, as you know, it is also like known as dilated pupils. Okay, so this can have causes that are not due to the any, so it will be also like when you are having the some of the adverse effect with the medication, and you are into a dark room or sleep or any of fear or any afraid, so this again this can be lead to the this kind of condition. Okay, and there could be a blurred vision, as you know, like if something immediately, like if you are coming from the light into dark, you may not able to see properly. Okay, so these are the one condition I'm just telling. And sometimes it could be due to the some of the medication adverse effect. Okay, then constipation will be there, pyrexia like fever and urinary retention. Okay, so these all are the atropine like effect, which are also known as anticholinergic symptom. Okay, then you have the CNS on the central nervous system, like there could be a agitation. Okay, like shaking and all those things will be there. Okay, then there will be a delirium like effect. So delirium nothing but it is like intoxic, or like when any person who having the sleep deprivation, those who are not able to sleep properly for a longer period of time, so this kind of effect can be seen, and sometimes it will be associated with any of drug adverse effect. Okay, then convulsion, hallucination. Okay, hallucination, you know, like people will be in the different state, or there will be a different thinking when any kind of drug abusive substance or any of addictive substance or drug like antidepressant or any medication effect, which may lead to the this kind of adverse effect, hallucination. Okay, and there will be a coma. Okay, and cardiovascular like hypotension will be there, bradycardia will be there, sinus tachycardia, like there is a no proper rhythm will be there in the heartbeat. Okay, all these things will be associated with the cardiovascular symptom. Then you have respiratory symptom like apnea. Apnea nothing but the shortness of the breath. Okay, then you have respiratory depression. Okay, so respiratory depression also known as hypoventilation, right? So hypoventilation nothing but it is a one of the breathing disorder which can be identified, or which could be characterized by the slow and ineffective breathing. Okay, so it could be, you can correlate with apnea, dyspnea, all those things, but it is a common term like respiratory depression, which will be also known as hypoventilation. There is a like slow and ineffective breathing. Okay, so during what will happen, and like during a normal breathing cycle, like people like normally inhalation of oxygen will be there into the lungs, and this carries the, and you know, like this blood carries the oxygen, okay, around the body, and it is delivering to the various tissues. So what will happen if there is a no proper breathing or no proper, so there will be a less blood supply. So if there will be less blood supply, so there will be again less oxygen supply to the tissues. Okay, so this is how you can correlate that how it could be lead to any severe thing. Okay, so these are the some of the adverse effects, specific adverse effect you can tell, like atropine like effect, like anticholinergic symptom, CNS, CVS, on respiratory system. Okay, and then we'll come for the treatment. Okay, so what is the treatment for poisoning with antidepressant drugs? See, most of the time it will always require intensive supportive therapy. Okay, So intensive supportive therapy can be given in the intensive care unit most of the time. Okay, so this could be considered as a most effective treatment and most of the time the life saving treatment. Okay, so here when here again specifically will be given like with symptomatic treatment of cardiovascular sign and symptom. If you identify any person's ECG alteration is there, or there is a sudden drop in the blood pressure is there, like hypotension, all those things will be there. Okay, so that time you require the most of the time the patient require intensive supportive therapy or into the ICU. Okay, so you always need to monitor their vital organ parameter like respiration rate, pulse rate, all those things. Okay, and there will be a there should not be any kind of tachycardia or bradycardia. There will be a proper rhythm. It should not be linked to the any kind of arrhythmia like stage. Okay, so this is what these are the most common parameter which will be associated when any supportive therapy has been given to the any patient. Okay, and most of the time there will be a preferable like intravenous sodium bicarbonate or beta blocker. In beta blocker, when it's to be give when there is a no effective outcome or no therapeutic effect of the sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so that time this beta blocker has been given. Okay, then you have that for the specific like children. Okay, so that time there will be a preferred that they will given allowed to do emesis. Okay, so there will be some many of like we have studied in the first or second chapter like with the help of cake. Okay, syrup of cake. So in that syrup of cake we have seen there will be a different dose for the children. So give that appropriate dose to the children and they will feel activation of chemoreceptor trigger zone, and there will be a emesis. Okay, so this can be a useful therapy for children, but again you need to monitor the some of that you should not have the more vomiting things. Okay, so there will be again electrolyte imbalance. Okay, so you need to balance both things and you need to give the treatment. Okay, then adult for if there is a not more than 12 hours to this kind of poisoning, then you can use the gastric aspiration and lavage. Okay, so this is the best treat consideration for the adults. And there will be also like multiple dose of charcoal. Okay, uh, on one time use. Okay, so this will be providing protective effect especially against the tricyclic antidepressant. So again we need again as you know like this tricyclic this activated charcoal will be useful initially of 2 hours of poisoning. Okay, remember this thing. Okay, it is not like that if you had any patient who had poisoning of with antidepressant drug with more than 12 hours and then you are giving the activated charcoal and you are thinking that it is not working, so it will not work. As we have seen in the earlier chapter already, that activated charcoal will be having the useful or as the principle of absorbent within 2 hours of the poisoning. Okay, so if you are giving, so give with if you identify that patient with tricyclic antidepressant poisoning, then activated charcoal could be useful especially within 2 hours of the poisoning. Okay, then sometime you can use that charcoal hemoperfusion in extreme cases when conventional fails. So as you as we have seen in the last slide. Okay, excuse me, as we have seen that last slide, that activated charcoal, like that will be a convention one. Okay, like within 2 hours of that 1 minute. Sorry. So as you know, like activated charcoal one commonly is the normal technique. Okay, so will prepare the slurry in the water and will give within the 2 hours. either in a single dose or whatever repeated dose depending upon the poisoning. So as you know, like what is the hemoperfusion? Like hemoperfusion nothing but that circulation of anticoagulated blood through an extracorporeal circuit within disposable, or it will be having absorbent containing cartridge. So this absorbent containing cartridge nothing but it will be having that activated charcoal. Okay, so that particular layer will consist of this activated charcoal. So whatever the drug elimination, so like we have seen in the case of tricyclic antidepressant, so if this drug having that affinity for this kind of charcoal, so they will come and absorb to the this plate, or this layer, okay, cartilage. Okay, so this is how this charcoal hemoperfusion will be work if that convention technique will be fail. Okay, then some of the time for the symptomatic symptoms, there will be a, like some of the specific treatment also there, apart from that IV sodium bicarbonate or beta blocker or activated charcoal. Like you have that sodium phenobarbital or diazepam, as we have seen. Like if the symptom may not controllable at the initial stage, so it may lead to the convulsion. Okay, so for them it would be having the treatment with the sodium phenobarbital or diazepam. Then you have that physostigmine. Okay, so it will be given in the case for the to reverse the coma or to counteract cardiac effect and to abolish CNS symptoms. So it will be majorly just calming or claiming to be provide dramatic relief from the severe symptom or vital organ toxicity which is associated with this antidepressant poisoning. Okay, and this drug, okay, especially either sodium phenobarbital or diazepam or physostigmine, if required you can repeat. Okay, and all, and sometime it will be having the drug like atropine will be also given, but only you need to uh, uh, take care, like dose should be tighter, so there will be a no atropine like symptom should appear. Okay, so which could be again difficult to control. Okay, so these are the some of the treatment therapy for poisoning with the antidepressant drug. Okay, so we have understand what is the antidepressant drug, okay, and what is depression and what is bipolar disorder, unipolar disorder. All these things we have understand, and what is the main reason for this kind of depression, and how this antidepressant drug can be lead to the such a poisoning stage. And there will be again like apart from this poisoning stage, there will be what are the mechanism of drug which is associated with this, and we have seen the sign and symptom for the antidepressant poisoning, and also we have seen the specific treatment. Okay, like for the symptomatic. Okay, so I hope you understand this one, and I'll share the slide to the Siddharth. Okay, so now uh, I hope that everyone have understand. If you have any question you can ask. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, shall I move on next?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now we'll go for the opiate poisoning. Okay, opiate poisoning nothing but for the opioid poisoning. So I hope that everyone know that what is this poisoning and how it will be, like what are the substance associated with this and all those things. So before we'll go into the chapter, so first we'll understand the what is the basic thing which will require, like what is this opiate and how it will be having the activity and how they may act. Okay, so as you guys knows, like this opioids, okay, uh, it will be having the different name in the different parts, okay, and you have that various substances from the opioids, okay, which will be obtained as a, like you have seen in the last year, third year, like poppy substance, like in the jurisprudence you have understood about the psychotropic and narcotic substance, all those things you have seen, okay. So in this thing, like you have understand what could be the severe, why there will be a specific act or chapter on this kind of opioid product, okay. Why? Because these opioids are psychoactive substance which are derived from the opium poppy or their synthetic analog. So you know, like many of the synthetic dosage form are available, okay. So like naloxone and all those other few examples are there, okay. So these are the derived from the opium poppy, okay, and their synthetic analog you can, I have given one example, and you have also like morphine and heroin, okay, all those things will be there, okay. So in worldwide, as per the epidemiology study, like 275 million people, okay, like 5.6% of the global population, and at the age of 15 to 64 years use drug at least once during their age, like in this particular age group, they will come across through with this particular any of opioid preparation, either natural or synthetic one, okay. And how this will, see how it may lead to the poisoning, one simple step I will tell. Whatever the people who are addiction for the opioid like substance, what will happen initially, for example, they are consuming daily 5 mg or 10 mg of that particular substance, okay. So slowly what will happen after a few months, they will be a resistant to that particular dose. So what will happen, to get the effect they will increase the dose. So once they got increased, they can see the effect, but again they will lead to the resistance. So similarly they will increase the doses, and at certain limits, okay, their body will become resistant, and their body will not accept this. So what will happen if they are not accepting this particular dose, whatever the high dose will be there, they will having the some of the like severe effect on their body. Like they will be, first of all, they may be in the mental illness will be there, confusion will be there, okay, sometimes coma stage will be there, diarrhea will be there, decrease in the body weight will be there, okay, and tremor like shaking of the hand and all those things will be the common symptom which could be associated with this kind of poisoning. And as you know, like most of the all kind of opioid drug will act on this either mu, kappa or delta. These are the three opioid receptor will be there which are present in the brain, okay. So whatever drug you are giving to treat this opioid one, so the drug, I see, suppose one of the substance like you take as the opium as an example, it is working on the mu receptor, okay. So whatever drug you will give from the exogenously like naloxone and all those things, so they will go and they will act on the kappa receptor, so they will not allowing that particular drug to show to bind with that mu receptor, and it may show the it or it exert its effect. So this is how some of the drug to treat the opioid like poisoning, so they will work, okay. So this is just general introduction, okay. So as I was telling, like 5.6% of the population at the worldwide are affecting through this kind of poisoning, okay, and they will come across with any of this particular age group, they will be come across with any of this substance, okay. So among this particular age group, there are about 34 million people, okay, who use opioids, and about 19 million who use opiates, okay. So opioid is the one of the substance of the opiate, okay, and opiate poisoning nothing but the substance which are come under this category, either it will be a synthetic or natural, okay. So you can understand like how severe it could be, okay. And there were an estimate like 27 million people who suffer from opioid use disorder, okay. The majority of people dependent on opioid use illicitly cultivated and manufactured heroin, but an increased proportion use prescription opioids. So you can see, like this is what I told you guys. Like many of them, what will happen? The people who got addicted either on naturally like opioid or any of synthetic like heroin. So they become more and more addiction, and sometimes what will happen if they are not getting, so they will go and they will go for the prescription product of this derivative. Okay, so there will be a increasing chances of addiction. Okay, so nearly 4,50,000, okay, understand, 4,50,000 people die as a result of drug use as per the 2015 survey. Okay, as per the 2015, 4,50,000 people died due to this opioid overdose or poisoning. Okay, so among these deaths, about what will happen, 1,60,000 are directly associated with drug use disorder, and about 1,80,000 use opioid. Okay, so among this particular ratio, many of people died due to the prescription opioid derivative, and some of people die due to the directly opioid consumption. Okay, so overdose death contribution to between roughly a third and half of all drugs death, okay, which are attributed in most cases to opioids. Okay, and they are effective treatments for opioid dependency, yet less than 10% of people who need such treatment are receiving it. See, that's what I initially we discussed. Okay, there will be many of treatment are available, and how this drug will act, I told you, like they will bind to that particular receptor and all those things. Okay, so but what will happen, but the not all people are approaching towards the treatment, or they are receiving the treatment. Okay, but there will be specific treatment. Before this meeting get over, you can join on the same link. Okay, so only 10% people are receiving this particular treatment for the overdose of opiate poisoning. Okay, so this is one of the also a